Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn and fiber host, Jennifer. The reason I'm your yarn and fiber host is because I'm actually playing with fiber today. The conversation of today's video is use the good stuff. That is what we're talking about today, using the good stuff. I am cleaning out my drum carder because I literally seconds ago filmed yesterday's video. And I'm cleaning out some of the fiber I left behind. So if you saw yesterday's video, you already know what I'm talking about. I left some fiber on the hooks, on the, say no hook, on the drum carder. So I'm peeling it off to try to put it into the next bat. And that's what we're here to talk about today. Pulling out the good yarn is what I'm trying to teach you today, because this is a lesson I have a really hard time with doing. I have a really hard time using the good stuff. This is buffalo. This ridiculously expensive fiber. And I'm sitting because I've been afraid to screw it up. I don't want to waste it. I don't want to screw it up. I don't want to waste it. It was expensive. That's one of the main things that scares me, is wasting stuff, leaving it behind. But here's the problem with that. If you let specifically natural fibers sit too long, guess what happens? They dry rot, and then you have to throw them away, and they're a total waste at that point. Do you want to throw away $100 worth of fiber? I don't either. So that's what we're focusing on. Now this has been a goal for the entire year, is focusing on, I have a lot of acrylic yarns. The acrylic yarns are going to last forever. They're not going to go anywhere. We know this because I have more times than I can count found. Well, I am really red. I'm a little bit hot. I've been working hard. You're also seeing me in a shadow. Hang on. That looks a little better. That better? I'll also make the light less yellow. Oh, there. Now I look beautiful. I'm a little blue, but it's fine. What was I saying? Cinnamon Stitches, always losing her train of thought. One of the goals is to, acrylic. I got acrylic yarns. I have, more times than I can count, found acrylic yarn in thrift store situations that's well over my age. So like 40, 50-year-old yarn. And it's still hanging around looking good because it's acrylic, it's plastic. It is never going to degrade. That cannot be said about natural fibers. They absolutely degrade. And I know because I've also purchased natural fibers that fell apart in my hands because they were at the thrift store. And I didn't know what to look for at the time. So that's why we are discussing this year specifically using the good stuff. Pull that buffalo out and put it into some yarn and knit the crap up, or actually I'm probably going to crochet it. I'm going to be real honest. I'm going to crochet it because who in their right mind besides Cinnamon Stitches crochets buffalo? Everybody knits it because it's expensive and they're trying to like make it stretch, right? Not me. I bought it. I'm going to do what I like with it. I'm going to crochet it. Alright, now what have I been working on besides the buffalo? I pulled out this glorious yarn. Now this is a hot mess and a mistake, but we're going to pretend that we don't notice all those things I'm going to point out, okay? This is the Hugs and Kisses cowl that I made for you guys as a pattern for Valentine's Day. I wanted to make one in fingering weight and in the bougie yarn. This is Hawari Bazaar, and I don't think I have the label on my desk anymore because I moved everything so I could use my drum carder. Hawari Bazaar is a small batch dyer in Dearborn Heights, Michigan, okay? I think she may live in Dearborn, but like her shop is in Dearborn Heights. And she makes the most beautiful yarns. She is one of my top dyers ever. Like, I just really like the way she does stuff. She uses pastels and neons together, so she does like a pastel neon type thing. And I'm just a sucker for neons, for fluorescents, for like bright colors, for pastels, for pretty girly colors. She does a lot of things that Cinema Stitches just loves. Pinks specifically. Pinks, blues, purple, like all the feminine colors. Blue, I mean, blue isn't blue's a girly color. All the colors can be girly colors. They can also be masculine colors. It's just what you want. Okay, this yarn is, did I bring the scrap in here? I sure did. This is how much I have left. God, spot focus is constantly turning on. Come on. I'll try this again. There we go. All right, this is what I have left. This yarn, I specifically bought this yarn because parts of it are white and it all got dyed. It's all the same, but parts of it are white with the dye and parts of it are zebra striped with the dye. It's just, oh, and I don't remember what colorway this is. This is crocheted. This is the Hugs and Kisses cowl pattern. Do you see the way the zebra stripe kind of pulled up? I just am obsessed with the way this looks. I think it is so pretty. And there's so many, it needs to be blocked. I have not blocked it. So it looks like this, but when it's blocked, it will look like this. And it will not fold over as much once I block it. It's a thing with wool. It kind of does what it wants to do. And if you want it to be in a certain shape, sometimes you have to wet it and stretch it and pin it. And I just have not done that. Another thing we're going to point out is that, see how these stitches are much smaller than these stitches? I lost the hook. Now, I don't even remember what size hook I was using because I didn't write it down. Because usually when I start something so small as a cowl, I sit down and I focus on it until it's finished. But I had that really bad flare up in my shoulders specifically. Like this joint is like killing me. Even right now it's hurting. And I'm not even doing anything with it. My whole left arm is just flaring up, giving me problems. So I took like 5 or 6 days off of crochet. I just could not manage the pain with crocheting. So I gave my body some time to relax and rest. And then I picked it back up. But by then, I'd cleaned off my desk like 8 times. I put all my hooks away, not realizing one of the hooks goes to this. Don't remember which hook it was. So I grabbed another hook. And it was not the right hook. But I just fudged it, and I do what Cinema Stitches does. I just continued on. We dealt with it. So some of the stitches are made with a much smaller hook. So this is where I started. This is where I finished with a much bigger hook. I think it adds character and texture to it that is not normally there. It adds interest. It looks like it's actually 2 different sets of stitches. And because the zebra effect on the yarn, you can't really see anyway, like the stitch is too great. So this is what it will look like when it is blocked out, if I ever get to that point and block it out. This is what it looks like on my neck, and oh my god, these colors are so pretty. I love the way the black is just, it pops. It makes your eye go directly to the garment. It's beautiful. And even if I don't block, look at the way this lays so perfectly because it's rolling over on itself. How many times have you put on a cowl and it just is like stiff? This ain't that problem. Isn't this pretty? Now can you imagine this with a cute little like black cardigan or like even a gray cardigan? Right? I think it's beautiful. So I had about a half a ball left plus this. And I decided I wanted to make a hat and see what this yarn works up like in a more solid stitch. So this hat is a mixture of double crochet and half double crochets. And I would just do a couple of half double rows, couple of double rows, etc., etc. I'm going to pull my hair down because hats look better when your hair is down. Okay. This is the hat. It's a very, very simple hat. Because what we learned from this is a complicated stitch is not going to show because of the zebra effect. And it pulled into this beautiful spiral. I just think this hat is gorgeous. It's so pretty. And when I wash it up, the fibers will swell up a little bit. Because wool, when it's spun, it kind of thins out. And then when you wash it, it tends to like swell up a little bit. So the stitches won't be so gappy and obvious. But hello gorgeous. Now you're probably going to see this again on Monday because I'm going to be real honest. I don't know if I'm going to even be able to crochet the rest of the week. I'm filming this, I think, on Wednesday. I just don't have the physical capabilities currently to do much more than what I've done here. I just don't. I am experiencing pain and agony, and we're just trying to heal up and get some things righted that are going wrong with my body currently. Isn't this beautiful? So this is why I want to encourage you to use up that stuff you're storing away. Use up the wool you're afraid to use. Use up the fiber you're afraid to use up. Don't let it sit and get in a state. See, it's rolling over on itself. Even when I try to straighten it, it's like, no, we're just gonna, it's so pretty. I might not block it. I might just leave it just like that because it lays so beautifully on my body like that. And the hat is just so pretty. It's so pretty. So, check out Hawari Bazaar. I will link her again. Her yarn is beautiful. She has a couple of things that she repeats over and over again. She has a monthly club, which I think is, I don't want to get this wrong, I think it's BTS. It's K-pop, so Korean pop music. I'm not into K-pop, so I don't really know anything about that. She also does anime stuff like Sailor Moon and stuff. Also, way outside of my realm. The only anime I watch is with my daughter, and that's like Studio Ghibli stuff. That is my extent of my knowledge of anime and or K-pop. That's it right there. So, yeah, but her, even if you like know nothing about BTS, you know nothing about Sailor Moon or anime or anything like that, her colorways are beautiful, as you can see. And there's so many colors. If you just look up close, there's oranges and fuchsias and raspberry and lime and little speckles of blue. Like, the yarn, to really appreciate it, you have to look at it. I mean, yeah, from a distance it looks cool, it's beautiful, but when you look up close and you see all of the little speckly colors, it is just glorious. And I have a few different types of yarn that's made with this type of base with the zebra on it. I have one I got in Kentucky that is actually a DK weight and is rainbow and is so vibrant. And now I just want to play with all of my really bougie fancy yarns. So you're going to be seeing that on the channel a lot this year, where I am using the good stuff. And your good stuff does not have to be hand-dyed, doesn't have to be expensive buffalo. The good stuff is that skein of yarn that you purchased. Could be a $5 ball of skein, but it's so beautiful, or it's so soft you don't want to like waste it. You don't want it to go away. You want to always have it. Go grab it and make something pretty. Just anything pretty. Can make it as simple as a hat, and you will have a beautiful hat. And the yarn will still be in your possession because you can wear it as a hat. A very simple cowl. You can wear it with your favorite outfit. It will jazz up any outfit. And because there's so many colors in this, I don't have to wear it with pink. I can wear it with black, I can wear it with gray, I can wear it with yellow. This would be beautiful up against yellow because the pinks would really pop. So I'm encouraging you. Don't hold on to it. Don't hoard it up. Use the good stuff. Go. You treated yourself for a reason with that ball of yarn. Go grab it and use it up. Because otherwise what's going to happen? It's going to get either dirty and stinky because it's going to get dust on it. Because it's in a bucket, or it's on your shelf, or it's, you know, in a project bag. Or if it's like wool or natural fibers, it's going to decompose. It is going to break down and become useless. Use the good stuff. Use it. Use it. Use it, or pass it on to somebody that will use it. Because this beautiful yarn does not belong in a bucket. It don't. It don't. My hair is fading so much, but I just think it's pretty when it's pastel like this. We're just going to let it keep fading. We're going to pretend Maxim Stitches doesn't care. So I'm going to go back to cranking out some buffalo. We are going to spin it. That will probably, I'm going to try to get that a video next week. It's a matter of what I'm able to do with my left arm, because I do use my left arm a lot with spinning. because I spin left-handed and right-handed. Like, that's one of the things I can do. I can spin left-handed, I can spin right-handed, I can spin it, like, it's one of the positive things about being ambidextrous. I can also spin with both my legs. Like, I can switch out legs, which is kind of cool, because your one leg will be tired after a while, and you're like, well, I better switch legs, and then you have to switch arms, because you have to, like, change the position you're, like, aiming your body at with the spinning wheel, which is cool. Tell me in the comments, I would really like to hear, what is your ball of yarn that you're saving? What is your fiber that you're saving if you're a spinner or mess with fibers? Tell me, what is that one thing that you just look at a lot and you're like, I really want to use that, but I don't want to waste it. Tell me what that fiber is, what that yarn is in the comments below, because I'm curious. This is one of them. This is one of them. I need to use this. It doesn't smell dusty, even though it's been on my shelf forever. And I'm scared to use it. It's really thin, but it's not thinner than this. And it's only 217 yards, so it's enough to make a hat. It's enough to make a crocheted hat. Maybe this will be my goal, is to work with this. And I can even hold it together with another bougie fancy yarn, because I got to get past the idea that I'm wasting it. Just like when I was doing the buffalo video yesterday, I was afraid to put the sparkle in it, because then it's not 100% buffalo. It's 98% buffalo and 2% sparkle. But does it matter? Does it matter if I mix this with a brightly colored purple and make a beautiful hat? Does it matter? No, because it's mine, and I still got to use buffalo. Right? Look at the difference in color between this buffalo and this buffalo. I'm wondering if when I spin this, if it will change color, because sometimes that happens. But yeah. And I know somebody's going to correct me. I know that it's a bison. I'm well aware. I actually have two of these. I don't remember where I put the other one. I got one from a subscriber and then one from Sandy at Crochet Canada. Alright, so I'm going to let you guys go. I know it's just a quick Friday video, but I have a couple of yarn orders coming in, but we are currently experiencing, and I'm recording this Wednesday, we're experiencing another snowstorm. My husband is in Maryland today, and he has to drive in this crap. So this is what, the third snowstorm we have had, and I'm real tired of the snow. I'm real tired of it. Oh, by the way, I got some Kelly, my girl. Kelly sent me a couple of weeks ago. I just went and got it because they're like, you better come pick this up, because I just have not made it to the post office. She sent me a light. It's for, it's light therapy. I've been using it. I picked it up. Well, Mr. Cinnamon picked it up for me yesterday. I've been using it. And it's just a light that shines on you. And it makes me feel better. Like almost instantly. Like as soon as it's like 15 minutes in, I'm starting to feel a little better mood-wise. It hurts my eyes a little bit, but I'm sensitive to light. Like even this light will hurt my eyes and give me like an eyeball headache, like right here. But it's worth it to have, and I just keep it on the lowest setting. I didn't even know till today that it got brighter. But thank you for that. I will probably do that in another Happy Mail video, because I got a couple of letters as well. Connie from Oklahoma sent me something, and I got another letter. I don't remember who it was from. It's in the living room, but yeah, thank you for that. Thank you, like a lot. This weather is just, it's hard on me emotionally, and like my mood gets real yucky when the weather's bad. Like I need to be outside. I need sunshine. I need fresh air. I need to feel the grass in my toes, because I do not wear shoes. Which I know, you're a diabetic. You're supposed to protect your feet. Knock on all the wood. I ain't had a problem yet. I've never stepped on anything that has... You know, the one time I actually damaged my foot is when I was younger. My mom had a pen. It was a pencil? I think it was a pen. She had a pen in her purse like this, and it was open, and it was sticking in her purse, and her purse was laying on the floor in front of the couch, And I was exercising because I was forced to as a child because I was overweight. And I was slightly overweight. I was not. They made me exercise. Nobody else in the house had to do it, but I would. So I was exercising. I was dancing to the oldies. If you know, you know. And I went to go backwards in the exercise, and I stepped down under her purse, and the ink pen went into my foot about this far. And of course, I never went to the doctor. Because you're fine. We'll bandage it up. We'll clean it. It'll be fine. And I never had shoes on when I was a little kid. And I know a lot of you think that's gross. But like for people with neurodivergence, shoes are gross. Socks are gross. They feel funny on our feet. And we would rather be barefoot. Which is why I wear sandals pretty much all year round. I don't care if it's cold out. It's either Crocs or sandals. Because I can handle Crocs. Some Crocs. Some Crocs are sharp on the inside. And some are smoothed out on the inside. It all depends on the Croc. I wish Croc would figure out how to make it so all the Crocs were comfortable. And then I also, the only tennis shoes that I will wear is Kizik. And I don't care. They're expensive. They have lasted me. I bought a purple pair of Kiziks 2-3 years ago, and they're dusty and dingy because I walked in them a lot. But they are still held together, and if you're a fat person, you know the shoes do not last. My Kiziks have lasted me, and I want to say they're probably closer to 3 years old. And then I have a pair of hot pink Kiziks, which I really would like a cleaner pair and a newer pair because they are really dirty. Because I've stepped in all kinds, like they were my hiking shoes. I went walking in mud in those shoes. Like those shoes have been through some stuff. They're still hot pink, but they're just a little bit dingy because they wash up really good. Like you can like surface wash them. But yeah, Kizik came out with a Kizik too. And I want some, but they're expensive. And right now that ain't in the cards, but yeah, Kiziks. The only tennis shoe I will wear. And nope, I don't wear them with socks because they're comfortable enough. You don't need socks with them. So, don't come at me that that's gross. Okay, if you have your opinion on that, cool. But you're not neurodivergent like me, and you don't have a problem with the way socks feel on your feet. So, and it ain't Michigan. See, Michigan, I had to wear socks because it was always wet and sloshy and gross, and there was snow on the ground for 4 months out of the year, which it's getting pretty bad. Like, it's like that here now. So we always had to have socks on because it was always cold. But here in Virginia, I will wear slippers around the house, but no, even right now, I'm barefoot. There's nothing on my feet. I'm good to go. And you guys don't really care about my feet, so I don't know why I'm even telling you any of this. Go use the good yarn. Go use the good yarn. Get past the idea that it has to be for a very special project. Go use it. You already bought it. It's sitting there collecting dust. Go use it. Go make yourself something pretty. What it is, cowl, hat. It does not have to be bougie or fancy. Just go make yourself something with that fancy stuff, okay? Stop letting it sit there and go to waste. You need ideas? Tell me what the yarn fiber is. I will help you find ideas. I will give you some of my patterns. Like here, look. Go make the Hugs and Kisses cowl. That's our Valentine's Day gift to you. Because it looks beautiful and fancy yarn. But use it! Alright, with that, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Like I said, I'm going back to doing the buffalo. I want to spin some up and see what it looks like. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.